Hello, hello, my cruising friends. How are you on this fine, beautiful Sunday? I hope everyone's very well. If you're watching the replay, stick around. You might get a question answered, asked, whatever. Say hi, don't be shy. And I've gone early. I'm also on YouTube. So big shout out to YouTube because I have not been on YouTube for quite a while. I think it's probably 6 months. The last video I did was, hey, I'm going on holidays in Australia, but I can't go on a cruise. Michael, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, sir. Alex is in the house. Hello, hello. Alua got approval from the CDC. It's all go, go, go. Nice, nice. All right. Now, first things first, I actually want to talk about Tracy. Hello. Hope you're very well. Jeff's in the house. Alrighty, I want to talk about Michael's celebrating. Oh, cheers. Cheers, Roo. Michael just got it is a promotion, but also you applied for a job and you got it, and because you kicked ass. So good on you. So nice. Okay, first things I want to talk about, and Michael actually, well, you might not be the right person to ask, but I want to talk about the Crown and Anchor Diamond and Above rewards that have been taken away in regards to the Diamond Lounge has been closed because of COVID. And hi, Colleen. So what we have now is we have 4 drinks for Diamond members per day. Excluding Starbucks, 4 drinks that you can get for free. I think it was $13, but if you're in the UK, it's up to $14. So I'm assuming it's the same as the UK, and I'm assuming that when it does happen in Australia, it will be up to $14 because let me remind you, when you are purchasing a drink in Australia, the gratuity is included in the total amount of the bill. So something that would be $13 in America, plus $1, I'm making this up, $1 tip, that is separate when on the bill in America, but out of Australia, it's our law that it has to be included. The price is the price, and so it's $14. I hope all that made sense. John's booked 2 cruises this week. Nice. Actually, I booked a cruise and I lifted and shifted, which is another story, all that I'll get into. I've gone all. I think I'm all fuzzy. Hang on a minute. See, we have to do this. There we go. One day I'll get on board. Tracy, Diamond's only going to happen for me if they extend double points down under. Speaking of which, whenever I call Royal Caribbean and at the end for you to do the survey, I always do the survey, and then they ask you, the 4th question is, do you have any advice for us? Record a 30-second voicemail. And the last 3 times I've said out of Australia should be extended for the Crown and Anchor points because we're not cruising at the moment. So fingers crossed. I know Deb in the past has also gotten in contact with Royal Caribbean, with Michael Bailey, CEO, putting it out there. So, the more people that put it out there, it might happen. But I think, why not? We've got nothing to lose. John, yes, ovation for now. The 8th of the 4th for August. So the 4th of August and encore. Oh, the 4th of August as well. Oh, now I'm confused. What? For October. Okay, you've totally confused me. Like, I get the 8th of the 4th as in August the 4th, but then you've got it also on Norwegian On Call the same date. But then you say from October. You're just messing with me. Can you book a cruise? Absolutely, you can book it. I keep booking them. I'm booking them like every week. It feels like I'm just booking them left, right, and center. Whether I'm paying for them, whether they are getting cancelled. Some are getting cancelled, but gee Louise. Okay, here we go. John, I booked both those cruises on the same day. I'm with you now. Perfect. Pippa, how many cruises have you booked? Have I got booked? Has people having the same issue with their cruise planner? My cruise planner is absolutely crazy. I booked the cruise on Friday, still isn't showing up. I've tried to add it. It's saying that, yep, it's added, but it won't show up. I've got cancelled cruises from 5 weeks ago that just have on the cruise planner, that cancelled up the top, but it's still showing. And the ones that are there that are still showing that, I haven't received FCCs for. Whereas other cruises that have just totally been taken off my cruise planner, I have received future cruise credits for. So I don't know if that's correlating. Also, I have a cruise for the December the 2nd, 2021. It was 8 days out of Brisbane. That has been cancelled, but on my cruise planner, it's showing, and it was like 8 nights. And now it's showing that it's a 2nd December, 4 nights out of Singapore. And it's still, I know that it's not real, but it appears that cruise hasn't been cancelled yet. So I'm still waiting for the FCC for that, and I think I've got 2 that are attached to that. Oh, my goodness. All right, Tracy, not to mention an email asking us to check in for the cancellation hot cruise. That is true. We did receive, so it must be around 90 days, just to rub it in our wound that our check-in, we could check in for our October cruise that has been cancelled, like I said, for 5 weeks. But hey, we'll send you an email saying, please check in. I did actually click the link, and then I think it gave me some excuse of, oh, we're having difficulty. Try back later. Crazy. Sue, hello. Hope all is very well. But they didn't offer Diamond Balcony discounts, so no go. I thought some of the cruises that I saw did have a price difference. Saying that, the price, so again, last week they cancelled the whole of Sydney, and then the next day they reopened that were Australian-only cruises. However, I personally found the prices to have doubled. The prices are terrible. I'm talking $300 plus just per day, just for an inside cabin. That's crazy. That's even a crazy person like me that keeps booking cruises, I'm not booking that. Especially we're talking December this year, December 2021, Sydney's in lockdown to at least September. I don't know. It's very interesting. Michael, come on the Navigator early December. I've told you, as soon as my country government let me out, I am out of here. I will be there in a heartbeat. Sue, mine was the same, 8-day change to 4, but now it's been deleted. Okay, cool. That's good. And have you received your FCC for it? Diane, hello. We have Copenhagen to Boston booked, then Seattle to Sydney. Yes, Pippa, that's what's happening with our cruises. 6 come up, but none, not the other 3. So I've put the reference numbers in and said link them, but still not showing. Aha. So you're having the same issue as I am. I rang Royal to query about it, and basically she couldn't help me. She couldn't put me through to a different department, but I had other things that I wanted to talk to her about, and then she didn't quite understand when I came back around to that question, which is fine. So brings me to my lifting and shifting of the cruises that have just been cancelled out of Sydney. First time I called up, she said that my cruise had been closed and that she couldn't lift and shift it. And this was in like 24 hours after receiving my email. So it's like, okay, she had to send an email off to Miami for them to a department to reopen that booking for someone to do the lift and shift. And she just said, all right, I've put it all in the email. They should reopen it. They'll change it for you. You'll get an email back. It'll be fine. Okay, cool. 2 days later, still nothing. So I just call and I'm like, hey, I want to lift and shift. And the first thing she says to me is, so this cruise, this ship, time, yep, okay, and you owe, say, $1,000 left on that cruise. Yep. And she's like, okay, I can actually lift and shift it for you right now. And I'm like, oh, fantastic, awesome, thank you. She does it, gets the cruise I want, same cabin, excellent. Email, new, what is it? Cruise invoice. And I hang up on the phone to her. I click on the invoice. I bring it up and it shows that I'm owing $11,000 on that cruise. So I had a bit of a chuckle. And then I had to call them back and say, hey, I just called. We just lifted and shifted. The lady quoted me that I only owed like $1,000. And now it's showing that I owe $11,000. Like, I don't know if she just, like, I don't know why she would have added a one. So that wasn't cool. But I got it all sorted. The lady was amazing. It was fantastic. So just a little story that the fact that you really need to check your invoices, because I think if I waited a day or two, but when you get around to things, like, you just don't think that you might necessarily have to check that if the lady over the phone's quoted you, yep, okay, you owe this much, yep, fine, we're lifting and shifting, yep, cool. You know, I just went into my cruise planner, it had changed, that was there, awesome, I'm good to go. And then, because I even double checked, went into the cruise planner, how much money do I owe? And it was like $11,000. And I was like, yeah, no. I don't think anyone would lift and shift for $11,000. My goodness. Brad is in the house. Hello, hello. Just waiting till the dust settles. Too much stress before rebooking. Like I said, depending on where or when you want to, it's not worth it. These prices are crazy for this cruise season coming up. Yeah, like I said, me being a fanatic, I'm not booking that. Diane, crazy prices, but our cruise rebook went down in price. Nice. So you did get your FCC. Okay, cool. Nice. Tony's in the house. Hello, hello. Speaking of which, Tony, I will see you in 41 days, Dry Dock Gala. If you are in Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, if you've been in the lockdown, if you want to go for a cruise, if you want some boat drill action, if you want a dining, drinking package, get on board and come on out to the Dry Dock Gala. It is September the 18th in Brisbane on the Kookaburra Queen. And where is it? I'll put it up. That's the address, but just go to my website. Very cool. All right. There's my plug. But I would love for you people to come on out. It has been way too long. I'm so looking forward to being on the water. Rick, still waiting for 4 FCCs to be reissued from the 2 cancelled cruises. Have received my deposit refunds from them, though. Okay, that's cool. That's great that you've got the cash refunds. In regards to if you've put on, let's say, 3 FCCs onto one particular cruise, when that FCC gets returned to you, it will just be 1 FCC. So if you're talking about you've got 2 cruises that are cancelled, you'll only get 2 FCCs. Yeah? Cool. Brad. The prices are inflated because they know we are desperate to cruise and we all have FCCs, that is true, that we have to use before the expiry date. So giving 125% becomes 100% or less when the higher price to Royal, this is nothing with the 125 program. Very true. A lot of people are saying that. Yeah, I'll give you 125% on your cash and then I'll double the price of the cruise. So, but I was talking to Matt from Royal Caribbean blog, and they were saying that they've got the same price issues in the States as well. But I don't believe them necessarily because they're booking and they're cruising. So I just want that opportunity. It's too much to ask. Jeff. All right. Each time I've done a lift and shift, the first invoice has been an inflated price, but they pre-warned me that a second modified invoice would follow 24 hours later. And it did. Wow. The lady didn't inform me, and when I rang up to get it fixed, the lady was like, "Oh, so when's your first invoice? Like, how much did this cruise cost you in the first place?" And the thing was that's actually the second time I've lifted and shifted that particular cruise. So I started actually on the Radiance. I think it was a 9-nighter. Like I said, on the Radiance. So that was cheaper. Got it then on Ovation that was out of Brisbane. Got it on Ovation out of Sydney. A spacious ocean view cabin, very nice. So I really got a great price. So I definitely want to keep this price, and then I've had to lift and shift again, which is fine. Ness, hello, cancelled. Crappy. I just want to stop. Cancel that word is terrible. Colleen. When is this ever going to end? I miss cruising. I agree. When is this ever going to end? That is a very good question because I'm so over it. So over it. Magdi, hello, honey. Hope you are very well. Did a lift and shift to 11/11/2022. It will happen. That's the spirit. Agree. Prices are crazy, not paying that. No way, Jose. I'm totally not paying those prices. Tanya, hello. Did lift and shift to the 24th of January, 2023. Nice. And you've got to think January 2023. Like, it's over 18 months away. Like, come on. Oh, if we're not cruising then, it's just insane. Totally crappy. Alrighty, so told you the story about my lift and shift. Also, some other people rang up, and I have seen that what I was saying about my particular cruise that got cancelled and that it was closed, a lot of other people rang up to lift and shift and they said the same thing, that, oh no, that particular cruise of their cruise, their booking was closed. And it's like, oh, don't you let Royal, like, I don't know, shoreside, different departments, let them know what's going on? Because then I think when I rang up about the price difference, she was like, are you sure that when you lifted and shifted that particular cruise, that was a lift and shift cruise? And I was like, yes, that was my 2 options. I picked option 2. And she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, why can't you guys have that memo? Like, you know, you have to kind of explain it more to them, which is sometimes frustrating. And it's also hard to talk to people that when you know more than they do. I guess it's just absolutely Tanya, I'm crossing everything, I tell you. Jeff, just remember back in April last year, we were booking this coming October and saying it must be okay by then. Gee, you really know how to hit a girl when she's down. I totally agree. But the other crappy thing is that every single region is cruising right now, bar Australia. So we're talking the Mediterranean, Alaska, Caribbean, even Canada is opening up. They brought it forward to November, even though it'll be their next summer season. But we're still talking, May 2022. Sorry, just having a down week. No, all good. All good. You stay safe, Jeff, all right? If you need anything, please reach out. Actually, send me your address and I'll send you a postcard or something. Care package. Magdi, cruising, but more cases and more vaccinations. People getting vaccinated, please. Yes. I think, I don't want to say that the outbreaks have definitely, hopefully, increased people's willingness to go get vaccinated, because as a lot of politicians or media saying, it is the only way to get out of these lockdowns. Australia is way behind. Absolutely they are, Sarah. They are. And I think it's great that Royal has come out and changed the itineraries, made them all Australia-only based ports. And at the moment, the government, 17th of September, is the next time that the government will come and say yay or nay to international travel, international cruising. And if that gets postponed again, it'll be 17th of December. So I'm just at a loss. And it's just these little outbreaks. And I say little, and I know Sydney's going through a big outbreak, but at the end of the day, this virus isn't going anywhere. I don't want to get into it, but I can't help it when I talk about it. Rick found back-to-back next July out of Orlando that covers a lot of destinations. Nice. I want to do Mariner. Yes, not fuss with the ship. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's probably way too soon, but you never know. That's the spirit. July 2022. That's over 2 years that we would be locked in our country. I don't know. It's, again, if you're fully vaccinated, why can't you come and go as you please now? Anyway, what else have I got on my list? Alrighty, my hot cruise. Who's still here? 446 days away. Spot cruise 530 days. These are way too bigger numbers. The lift and shift cruise that I just moved to, it's only 563 days away. I'm counting. And the cruise that I've just booked with the family, 604 days. 604 days. Now, I want to give a bit of a shout out again to Matt from Royal Caribbean blog. He brought to light that I've got a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 kids. And I don't know if I would have thought about it on my own or not, but Matt says 1 adult, 1 child in one cabin, adult and child in another cabin, depending on the ages of the children, connecting rooms, My children are 16 and 17, I think, by that age. So they'll go in their own cabin. But it is like across the hall. So I got an inside cabin for them, and I got an ocean ocean view cabin for me and my husband. We're talking, and this is what Matt loves, 2 bathrooms, which is very handy, very nice, but also it's just the spacious room. At times I can still separate my children, and yes, I do need to separate my children. So that it just works out really well. And I haven't done it yet because I haven't been on a quantum class ship, but by having the WOW wristbands that can get into cabins as well. So that will work for me. In regards to the pricing as well, I think it was cheaper to get the 2 cabins than to get the 1 cabin. Obviously, if there was a 1 cabin inside, that would have been cheaper. But if it was a 1 cabin, spacious ocean view, or a balcony, but cheaper to have the 2 cabins. Sarah loves the 2 rooms. Nice. And we have in the past had we've had 5 of us. So my father-in-law plus my 2 kids and my husband. And so there was 5 in 2 cabins with the connecting door. Worked fantastic. It was great. Rick, fully vaccinated doesn't seem to make any difference though. Exactly. It sucks. Sarah, they're sailing safely in so many other countries with outbreaks way bigger than ours. We need to try with vaccinated peeps. Right, exactly. And you know what? Yep, they've actually had people test positive on board ships, and it's not this big outrage, like end of the world media destroying cruise industry. Like Royal Caribbean are nailing it. They are taking care of it. The procedures and policies that they have put into place are working. You just look at Singapore for a starters, been cruising since December 2020. I don't think they've actually had 1 case. They did have a false positive, but they took care of it. Brad, secret leaked Royal Caribbean documents say second ship in Icon class rumored to be called Ocean Time of the Seas. I'll take it. Actually, I don't know if I should say it here. I want to or did I create it? I want to create a group called Australians of the Seas. So, but I know there's so many Facebook cruising groups out there, but you know what? I just really like that name. So, yeah. I'm feeling really paranoid now that someone's going to go and take it. So I might just have to do it now. I joke. All right. Anne, hello. Ness, I feel your pain, Pippa. Singapore has done so well. They have. They've done amazing. I had friends that were went on there. They used to work for Royal Caribbean, and they met on board as well. And they went on there. I don't know if it was for a birthday. I don't think it was for an anniversary, but it was just really nice. And they had an absolute ball and brought back all the memories. And it was just, I just love it. I love it. It was such a part of my life growing up in my 20s. And I say this, when I go back on ships, it does feel like going home. And when I talk to any of the crew members, it's their family. I will say to them straight away, like, I used to work on board ships, and it's like you instantly know. And I don't want to say you feel their pain, but you just know what life is about in regards to living and working on a ship. So it's Pippa, a group name was stolen from me. What? Really? Do it. I did it. Australians of the Seas. I just can't believe that no one else has done that. I had an idea and shared it with a few other people, and a few days later it was theirs. Oh, that's not cool. Okay, well, I just did it while I was here. So now I have to go to make sure I get it. Why are the media destroying the cruise industry? Because the media have an agenda, and they're about making money, and it's about clickbait. And I live in Queensland. We're coming out of, we just came out of lockdown, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Sorry, Sydney, Victoria. But I woke up one day and I was watching the news, and the ticket that came along on the bottom, and it was saying that, Queensland or Brisbane could be in lockdown for another 14 days. It was like, what do you mean could? Yeah, you know what? Brisbane could be in lockdown for the next year. Like, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. All righty. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me on this beautiful Sunday. Happy for you guys in Queensland. Thank you, Sarah. Where are you? Stay safe. But I'm stay safe, but I'm mad because I'm over it. I'm really, really over it. And I know, especially if I'm not over the lockdown, like I'm not talking about that. Like I feel for Victoria. Was it the 6th lockdown in general? Hi, Kerry. Always positiveness saying that. That's not true. I do get down sometimes, and I'm over it, and I'm annoyed, and there's no one that's going. Like, it's funny when people talk to me about the cruise industry or about cruising or about Petri dishes or about, getting COVID on a ship. And I will go and live on a ship if I could. I personally, at the moment, I would be happy to get on a plane for a little while and not come back to Australia. Carrie, hello. Hope you're very well. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you. If you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate it. Again, I've just started doing it this way. I hope it works. But saying that, I think no one is on here from YouTube, which is fine. But yeah, very cool. Alrighty, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week, which is starting today. Anyway, thanks for being on board. See you later.